Tatum can play off the ball, and I think that's the same part that keeps him out of top 5 conversations a lot of times is just his not inability, but the fact that he doesn't need the ball, and because he's good without it, they can put him off the ball, and you can give a guy like Jalen the reins. You can give fucking last night Peyton Pritchard the reins. Like you can do that, and he can still be pretty effective, even if he's not shooting well. It's like he's just
he impacts the game.
Space.
He impacts the game in so many other ways. He's a great defender. He's our best rebounder. He's taken his game to another level, facilitating wise. Like
yeah, for sure.
With him and Jalen, like I get so frustrated watching them because they could be so much better. Like we could win every game by 20 points. I know, and I don't think I'm exaggerating by saying that. Like if you actually watch the game last night, how many times did one of them like get the ball over half court, dribble? Now all of a sudden you look at the shot clock, there's 9 seconds left. No one else has touched the ball. And then they just do some stupid shit. Like, yeah, sometimes it goes in, sometimes it doesn't. But that's correct. We won the championship. We're, favored to win this year. But I hate that. Like, I just hate that.
I wonder what it would look like if a team really did. I mean, and we're about as close as a team's ever come to fully committing to, like, space, pass, shoot when you're open.
Well,
pass, shoot.
Look at those Warriors teams.
I know.
That was the perfect example.
And it kind of worked out, too, for them because their two best players were, Steph was insane off the dribble. I'm not going to say he wasn't, but he was better off the ball even. And
he's a shooting guard at the end of the day.
He's a shooting guard. Yeah. Him and Clay is the same thing. Clay can score on 11 dribbles. So it was like the way that they were at their best was to keep the ball moving. Draymond, too. Draymond wasn't good if the ball was stuck in his hands. He's good if he's catching. He can pass like a motherfucker.
Great. If you really want to get into like a technicality, he was their point guard.
Dude, he was so damn good those years, man. Guard, dude. I loved watching Draymond those years, especially in the finals. He was so good.
And I was talking to one of my buddies about this the other day. You can say whatever the hell you want about a guy like Draymond. They don't win 4 championships without him.
Oh, no way.
He is a guy who, if you look at the Bucks, you're like, wow, Draymond had 8, 6, and 4. And you're like, he sucks. But if you watch the game, he impacts winning like no one else. His energy, he communicates the whole game. Like, he knows where guys are supposed to be. He puts guys in the right spots. Like, that is the stuff that, like, will never show up in a box score.
Yeah, like those Derek White types. And Derek White now, he's in the box score.
Well, Drew Holiday.
Drew Holiday's awesome, bro. Man, another guy that's just, but like, and that's another guy with a good frame. I'm a big frame guy.
You
need the body
to
do it.
You're kind of bringing that up. I never really obviously I think about it, but you look at the guys who are like KD. I mean, those injuries don't happen by accident. The only one I would kind of fight you on is Kawhi. Like that guy's he's got the perfect basketball body, big hands, long arms. He's built, and then. I mean, apparently this knee thing he's got going on is a lot more serious than I thought it was.
Yeah, I mean, bro, I always kind of felt like he loves the hoop and he don't really care about anything else. And I felt like if he wasn't playing, it wasn't because he was just being a pussy. That was always my mind. I never really got on him about it. He's not. No. He's not. He wants to hoop. He loves to hoop.
Yep.
And I really saw that in that All-Star game when it was
the Kobe one?
Yes. Yeah. And he took LeBron one-on-one. LeBron got the better of him. LeBron clamped. But I just like that energy sometimes of being like, yo, let me get this fucking shot. Like, I want this shit. Yeah. In that final moment. And it's, again, it kind of goes against what we've been saying, though, of, you got to play the efficient game and do the right things. And, man, it's just such a tough conversation for me. I go back and forth so much because I love confidence. I love a guy that'll just go take a bad shot and hit it. Something about it just gives me that feeling.
Listen, every great player is going to take bad shots, but you need to take those bad shots because it shows a certain level of confidence. Mm-hmm. Ben Simmons, we talked about him. I don't want to talk about him too long because he sucks, but he was a perfect example. This guy had all the attributes of what could have been a great player. And it was just the mental side of things. He was so weak mentally.
I know, dude. Still.
But KD's another one. So weak mentally.
I know. But then again, you got to wonder. I was saying the same thing. If his foot isn't on the line, he's in the finals with the Nets. And it's just so is that another one where it's just barely missed,
Yeah.
His opportunity was missed, and now we see him as a loser.